If the first game breaks, we'll get you loaded up, put on more steam. Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our leading our ball game. All obstacles, block, cut, sides, through the games after this win in. Rush you again here for the first minute. Can everybody keep it up 6 minutes?
We've got to raise the bar, and we've got to continue to raise the bar. I don't think any of those young men, when they signed to come to Tennessee, they signed to say they wanted to come and be a part of a 7-6 program. All right, they said they wanted to come and compete for championships, SEC championships, national championships. I know that's what I want. I know that's what Tennessee wants. I know that's what the expectation is. So we've got to continue to reassess everything that we're doing and make sure that we're continuing to move the needle in the right direction.
99% of the people in this world want to be great. Would you agree with that? Yeah, they're called wannabes. 1% work to be great. Drop the mic on that.
Yeah, I didn't sign any mustard bottles or golf balls. Maybe wish I had had a golf ball that night, you know what I mean? But I'm only kidding. All right.
I don't believe there are good people that pull for Georgia. I think they're all terrible, ugly, disgusting human beings. I think it's just that, no, there are no good Georgia fans, Eric. There are none.
Do you remember when we fell in love? I remember, don't worry. Do you remember? I remember how it all began. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. Do you remember? I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. I can feel it. I can feel it, I can feel it, it's coming in the air now. Oh, we fell in love, you remember the time. How could I ever forget? You remember the time. Oh, we fell in love, you remember the time. How could I ever forget? Coming in the air now.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I can't keep things straight around here. I just take it one day at a time because guess what? Doesn't matter if it's Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday. We're pumping out content every single day around here. So welcome to the show. It's going to be a fun night, man. I don't know who's going to show up. I don't know how many people are going to be here because, look, the orange and white game has come and gone. It's over. Spring practice is over. Spring camp is over. We're moving into the off season. Recruiting's about to pick up. And that's when, you know, some of the certain fans don't really come around much anymore. And it gets lonely. It gets lonely around here. But look, we're still going to have a good time. I don't know. Maybe nobody comes on. Maybe the fan call-in show is completely empty. But I'm going to go ahead and post out the link on the community tab. It's going out to Talkin VAWLS Elite and Higher. Talkin VAWLS Elite and Higher. we'll get it right out of the gates. But we got some fun stuff to get into. Look, breaking news coming from Cincinnati regarding the NCAA investigation. Even though there is a gag order, nobody that is a part of that meeting can talk. We've got breaking news coming up here in just a second on the Talkin VAWLS Network. But first, let's see who's hanging out with me on this Wednesday night. Sam Hyatt is in the house. What's up, Sam? Coach Jay dropped in all the way from Mexico to say hello. I hope Coach Jay and Mrs. Coach Jay getting some good R&R down there in Mexico. Justin Sanday in the house. Zachary Barg is here. What's up, Zachary? Joey Carroll, $5 super chat, says door fee. Smash the thumbs up, GBO. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that super chat. Man, Joey's just rolling through the videos. Every time I put out a video, Joey is the police. He comes in and he yells at you and tells you to smash the thumbs up because it is quick, free, and easy. So you guys can go ahead and do that now. Thank you, Joey, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Robert Clark is here. What's up, Robert? Kelly's here. Crystal's in the house. Number one Negaval is here. Says hello. Matt Zimmerman. What is up, Matt? Good to see you in the chat. Jason Eagleson is here. Bleed Orange is in the house. What is up, guys? Come on in. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Smash that thumbs up. And let's have some fun tonight. Breaking news coming out of Cincinnati. Bleed Orange for $20. That is not cheap. In fact, I'll go ahead and update the leaderboard right now early and get Bleed Orange 31 on there, $19.99. That is not cheap. Taking the leaderboard, we'll scroll it across the bottom. How about Micah Bush? Monday night NCAA stream, $500 super chat. We were live for 6 hours. For 6 hours, we were on here talking about Tennessee football, having a good time. You guys missed it. But Bleed Orange 31 for $20. Appreciate that. What's up, Boogie and Talkin VAWLS fam? Spring game was a blast. Hate I couldn't make it to the tailgate. Got to Knox late from Texas. GBO. Well, don't worry. Don't you worry, Bleed Orange. Don't you feel guilty or upset because I wasn't there either. So it's all perfectly fine. Had strep throat, came down with it the day before the orange and white game and had to miss it. So appreciate the super chat, Bleed Orange, and you didn't miss anything. Like, I know a couple of people, Elijah, Sammy P, were tailgating together. So some of the Talkin VAWLS family got together, hung out. So that's pretty cool that you guys got together without me. Seth the Four in the house, $5. Thank you for the super chat. Boom, boom, room. Entry fee. Appreciate that, Seth. Thank you for the super chat. Smash the thumbs up. Share out this link. Let somebody know we're live. We had more people Monday night watching me play video games than we have right now on the fan call-in show. The link is out to Talkin VAWLS Elite and higher. Nobody is in the back room yet. I'm prepared. I'm prepared to have a show. I can talk to myself for an hour. It is a gift. The gift of gab. I can talk about nothing. Somebody once commented and said, Boogie doesn't say anything. He just talks. Exactly. I have the gift of gab. All right, breaking news. Breaking news coming out of Cincinnati. Even though nobody in the meeting room could talk, we have breaking news from Brent Hubbs of VolQuest.com. You guys know I love VolQuest. Brent Hubbs up in Cincinnati. This is the type of breaking coverage you can expect coming out of this NCAA hearing. Jeremy Pruitt and his wife, Casey. You see Brent Hubbs tweeting it out there in the public forum. So we can share it. We can talk about it. Jeremy Pruitt and his wife, Casey, arriving for the NCAA hearing. Let's watch breaking. The excitement. Can you guys, I can hardly contain myself. Breaking right out of Cincinnati. All right, so let's have some fun with this. Let's break it down again. All right, Brent Hubbs on the scene. Not a whole lot going on. Let's take another look here as Jeremy Pruitt arrives with his wife. So let's watch Casey as she arrives. She comes up, boom, corner of her eye. She looks over. She makes eye contact. She locks eyes with Brent Hubbs of VolQuest.com. And what do you think the first thing that went through her mind? You dirty scoundrels. You're the ones that talk so bad about my husband. You're the ones that are to blame for all of this. But watch. Oh, she gives the courtesy smile, looks so happy and polite. But have you ever been at, like, in a public forum? What's up, Seth? Welcome to the show, my friend. We're going through breaking news, breaking coverage of the NCAA investigation.
All right.
So let's stay tuned. Here we go. So Casey, Seth, have you ever been at the grocery store or, the mall, a store, somewhere in a public forum, and you see somebody you know, and you immediately just look the other way and pretend that you don't see them because you really don't want to talk to that person? You ever been there, Seth?
Yeah, especially wherever you lived high school the way that I did. so it's pretty common.
All right, so you always look the other way. You know,
Right.
we've already established that Casey has seen Brent Hubbs. She has seen Brent out of the corner of her eye. She flashes the courtesy smile, but let's watch. Let's watch as Casey arrives a little closer to the table. Boom, we're going to look the other way. We're going to look the opposite way. We're going to pretend that Brent Hubbs is not in the building. We're going to look down the hallway, try to make eye contact with some other complete stranger, and then we're going to move ahead. No, I mean, just look at that. Just burying the head to the left. We are not going to speak to Brent Hubbs. And then you see Jeremy Pruitt having a conversation with this man in the orange tie. I have no idea who he is, but he's way better dressed than I am. Probably makes way more money than I do. He's got a box. I don't know. Maybe there's some snacks in the box. He's got a backpack, probably maybe a laptop, maybe some top secret NCAA documents that we're not allowed to see. He has a conversation with Jeremy Pruitt. And now let's watch Jeremy Pruitt as he approaches the table. He's talking, having a conversation, pretending to be engaged when really doesn't care because this man has an orange tie. Boom, there's the eye contact. Now, does Jeremy Pruitt seem to smile the way that his wife smiled, Seth? What do you think the reaction? What do you think's going through Jeremy Pruitt's mind when he turns his head and he sees Brent Hubbs of VolQuest.com?
Probably like, oh, snap, here we go. Now they're going to start all on me again. Probably something like that.
It looks like the eyebrow has come down some. John Hill, welcome to the show, my friend. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, not much. It looks like you're, a fart you lit that you shouldn't have.
Yeah,
Like,
confusion.
Yeah.
Almost confusion. Like, whoa. Yeah. Or the smell hit him. What is that?
He smells Chick-fil-A bags.
Where's the buttermilk for that cornbread?
Maybe that's what's in this box right here is Chick-fil-A.
Maybe
that's what that is. Okay, so Jeremy Pruitt makes eye contact. Oh, Brent Hubbs is here. Now, which way does Jeremy Pruitt go? Does he go the way of his wife, where completely looks the other way, pretends that she doesn't see Brent Hubbs, or how does he respond? Let's see more. What's up, guys? He comes up and says, "What's up, guys?" Pretends to be best friends, and wow. So let's go. Let's go one slide ahead. Breaking news. This was at 7:20 this morning. Let's see what happened next in the hallways of a random hotel in Cincinnati. So here we have UT Chancellor Dondi Plowman arriving for the NCAA hearings. Exciting coverage of a woman in a business suit with a purse and a bag. She's got two purses. She's got so much money that she has to carry two purses as she walks down the hallway. Exciting. Now, what's next? We got AD Danny White with his cup of coffee. Looks like he has – wait, let's break that down. Was that Starbucks in hand? That looks like Starbucks in hand. All right. Now, clearly, I am having fun. Somebody in the chat, Tyler, says, I love the satire. Look, Brent Hubbs went all the way to Cincinnati, and God bless him for it. Like, if this is the type of coverage, like the thing that confused me when I saw that he went, John, there is a gag order on everybody that is in this NCAA investigation. Everybody that is in this meeting room cannot speak. Nothing is coming out of this for at least 6 to 8 weeks. So why are we in a hotel room getting this type of coverage? I don't know. But what do you think, John, of Greg Sankey being there? You know, us Tennessee fans like to say the SEC hates us. Greg Sankey hates us. But here he is. What do you think if the NCAA tries to push a bowl ban? You think Greg Sankey's going to be in our corner saying, hey, that's going to cost me and the league money?
Gosh, I hope he does. Because that's going to be the worst thing for us. We should have had a bowl. We should have self-imposed a bowl ban when we had the chance. But they called it, the Liberty Bowl that, we couldn't do it because of COVID. It wasn't COVID. They knew what was coming down the pipe. They just couldn't say it was for the reasons it really was for all this stuff. But, I hope he has, the kahunas to stand up for us.
It's kind of it would almost be comical. It would almost be a sign that Tennessee football is back if Greg Sankey played a part in preventing Tennessee from getting a bowl ban.
Yeah.
It would just be everything would come full circle in Tennessee.
How much how Saban paid him.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, Tennessee beat Alabama. We're the new Alabama. Tennessee is back. Tennessee has arrived, however you want to spin it. Let's see. Is that all the fun I can have? I think that's all the fun. Danny White with his Starbucks, clearly not concerned, not worried. Oh, there's the eye contact. Greg Sankey's like, who is that dork? Danny White clearly knows who he is.
Danny White not even wearing a tie. He ain't concerned.
So this scene, this is Tennessee officials walking into the meeting room in Cincinnati for the start of today's hearing. So here they come. This scene reminds me of Christmas Vacation, where you were going to greet everyone with a different saying. Is that not what it looks like? This is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that man? Who's that big man right there? I would have loved to have been in that room when they questioned Philip Fulmer. You know, I would love to just know what goes down in that meeting room. Somebody on VolQuest said, how about this dude right here? Does he have any eligibility left we need to tackle?
Who's the guy sitting down right there in the pink shirt?
A dude that is so confused. This is just a regular business dude that's in Cincinnati for work. And he's like, why are these people here? And why is that guy filming them? So, yeah, I thought I would have some fun with that because Hubs is up there covering it. But, I mean, nothing's come out of it. Like, his coverage on VolQuest has been, they just took a break. They're taking lunch at 1:15. They will be taking another break at 3:45. Things are still carrying on. Another break coming up. It's like, what is going on? But I don't know. We'll see what happens. The Dub Daddy becomes a member of the channel. Appreciate that. At the Talkin VAWLS faithful level, look, I'm hanging out with Seth and with John because they give a little extra. They are, I think you guys are both watch party enthusiasts, right?
Yep.
Watch party. Well, then this is the perfect time to ask this, and then I'll send the link out to Talkin VAWLS Gold and Higher coming up here in just a second. But I'll ask you guys because you're both part of the watch party. What do you think? I talked about the next Wednesday doing the national championship, but how long has it been since we've had an opportunity to possibly see some volunteers drafted in the first round? So the first round of the NFL draft is next Thursday at 8:00. I'm thinking about watching the entire first round, seeing if Hendon gets drafted, seeing if Darnell Wright gets drafted. I think that would be a good watch party, and then we could push the 98 national championship maybe into next month. Maybe do that in May.
Sounds like fun.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We don't, again, like you say, we don't see Tennessee Vols in the first round that often anymore. We're having in a while anyway.
Yeah. So I think
we could have three. So
yeah, we'll do that. So go ahead and bank on that next Thursday, 8 p.m. The NCAA streams are moving to Monday for the time being. Monday night, 6:30. Hopefully we play till 12:30 again because I was exhausted the next day. But holy cow, what a fun night that was. All right, I'm going to send the link out real quick. And then I got another article that I want to take a look at. I thought that was fun. That's the type of content that I like to consume myself. Maybe you guys hate the satire and me acting like an idiot, but I think it's good fun. So let's say join the show. If you're new to being a member, you go to the community tab on the Facebook channel, Talkin VAWLS Gold and Higher. You have the link. If you want to click that, come on in. Make sure you got headphones in. Make sure kids aren't beating each other up in the background or dogs barking. Find a nice, quiet place. Make sure you have a shirt on. Cody Branch, if you're watching. And we'll just hang out, man. That's what this is. We just hang out, shoot the bull. I love the watch parties, but let's take a look at this article. College football rankings. ESPN debuts FPI top 25 preseason polls for 2023. Did you guys see the rankings that came out today?
Yeah.
You haven't seen them? Okay, Seth, well, then I'll put you on blast. Where would you think Tennessee belongs in the preseason rankings?
I have to say for sure top 10. I'm thinking probably 7.
All right, let's scroll down and take a – oh, I'm on the wrong article. I'm scrolling down a recruiting article I was reading right before we went live. So let's scroll down. You got North Carolina at 25, Oregon State, Baylor, Texas Tech, Washington, Wisconsin, Texas A&M. The Florida Gators at 19. What? John, did that surprise you? I'm shocked they're even in the top 25.
They don't have a quarterback yet.
Right here, it says possibly the biggest surprise in ESPN's FBI's Florida inside the top 20. The offense left a lot to be desired this spring, and Billy Napier's disappointing season in year one brought a lot of questions. Gosh, it's the perfect time to flip this rivalry on its head. Says the Gator schedule is a challenge, beginning with a trip to Utah to open and a home bout with Tennessee in week 3. We'll know early if Napier's second campaign gets off to a promising start or goes in the opposite direction. I would love nothing more, Seth, than them to lose that opener to Utah. And then, of course, we go down there week 3, put a butt whooping on them. I think that's that's going to be Joe Milton's first test. And look, we're talking about a 72-year-old man and Joe Milton that's been playing college football forever, but that's going to be a test for him as the starter, Seth.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I hope they come playing us limping. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love, everybody's like, oh, you want to play them at their best. I don't care. I want to beat the hell out of them.
I would love them to be 0-2 and Tennessee just go ahead and put the dagger in the heart of Billy Napier's career at Florida. Although I would like him to stay there forever. That's the problem. You get a bad coach, eventually he's going to be gone. And then if they stumble on the right hire, we'll see what happens. Terry Disford, what is that? Is that a typo? DS Ford? Regardless, Terry for $10. Thank you for the super chat. Nothing to say, just a tip in the old tip jar. That's all good. Appreciate that, Terry. Nate Pruitt for $5. Sorry, I'm late. Here is my cover charge. Nate, you missed the best part of the show. I had a blast. I hope you go back and check it out. You guys enjoyed that first 15 minutes of banter. But thank you, Nate. Thank you, Terry, for the super chats. Appreciate the entry fees. John, did I cut you off? Or you about to say something?
No.
All right, let's keep scrolling down the rankings here. Seth said top 10, possibly top around 7. You got TCU defending runners up. Is that a word? Defending runners up. Made that up. I don't think any of that makes sense. But down to 17. I saw where they had a wide receiver, one of their top wide receivers, enter the portal. But I think he is following a coach to Arizona State. The ball's probably not in play there. Number 16, Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Keep on rolling down. Utah at number 15. Oregon Ducks at 14. Or wait, what the heck? Wait a second.
Tied for 14.
Oh, tied for 4. What? How are you putting out a preseason poll that has a tie in it? What are we doing with our lives? Holy cow. Everybody gets a trophy.
They're going off the point system. They're going off the BCS point system.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we get down here to number 12.
Oh, God.
Tennessee comes in at 12th. It says the word. Tennessee was ranked.
Look who's next.
Wait, who was next? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, we'll keep going through it because there's some other ones that I'm like, what? Tennessee was ranked number 5 inside 2 preseason polls. That's Fox Sports and the Sporting News, despite losing Hendon Hooker and its top 2 wideouts from last season. Seismic breakthrough. That's a lot of respect for third-year coach Josh Heupel, who's expecting former Michigan transfer Joe Milton to pick up where Hooker left off at quarterback. Tennessee no longer flying under the radar after beating Florida and Alabama last year before ending the year with an Orange Bowl win over Clemson. Now the Vols are one of the hunted. John, what do you think?
I have no idea how we're below Oklahoma. What has Oklahoma done?
I wish it showed their record from last year. I don't even.
What do they have coming now? Nothing. And yeah, for me, Joe Milton, I mean, his first test is going to be Virginia, of course, because who was it that said he had the most you had the thing today, the video.
McElroy.
Yeah, the QB.
Oh, no, it was Aaron Murray.
Oh, Murray.
Yeah. I mean, he has all the talent in the world, but it's just all here. So if he can settle that down and he can show us what he's really capable of, Virginia, this year is going to be great. But if he struggles a little bit mentally, he's going to have to iron that out the next couple of games.
And, that's all fair and good. That's what I think sometimes people, if you make a video and you're wishy-washy and you're like, oh, well, maybe this and maybe that, and I'm guilty of that sometimes, that's not what people want to hear. People want strong opinions and then to agree or disagree with you. But I'm going to be watching Joe that first game, first freaking game. And if I'm Tennessee should walk through that Virginia game. It should not be a concern. Yeah. But if Joe shows me things that raise a red flag, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to say, hey, is Joe going to be the guy? But then, Seth, the question becomes, can Nico get ready fast enough? Nico's not ready right now. He's not. He's got all the athletic talent in the world, but he's not ready to start in the SEC.
No, Joe, one thing, me and my dad watched the orange and white game replay yesterday. I went to his house and we watched it together. And he pointed it out, and I kind of did too, but it seems like Joe's like a half second behind or too late when he's making a decision, whether to throw it or to start moving. Now, again, in the spring game, it's not, was it that Coach Heupel said, it's not real football in those moments.
Right.
So I just want him to be able to make those decisions just a half second faster, where I'm going to throw it or not. But I think the first play of the season, just get squirrel wide, running a seam, and just let him just air it out to him. If he catches it, he catches it.
Yeah, people that say, oh, Joe can't throw the deep ball. What were you watching this year? You weren't watching Tennessee football because Joe threw the deep ball great this year. Yeah. How many times did he connect with Squirrel White or Ramel Keaton? When he was in, and I get it, it's mop-up duty, but just because the backups are in doesn't mean that deep ball suddenly gets easier for Joe. Like, he still has to complete that deep pass. I thought he looked good, John. Thought he looked good this past season. 10 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah, he did. I mean, but for him, yeah, like Seth was saying, sometimes I don't know if he overthinks it or doesn't think enough. But once he gets going, once he gets the gears oiled, man, he gets going and he throws pretty well. He makes some good decisions, but it's all that start. He's got to start it.
Yep.
And it'd be nice if we played a cupcake team, but Virginia's not going to be that, but they are very beatable.
I think Tennessee's going to be favored by
20,
three touchdowns or more.
Yeah.
It's going to be Tennessee should take care of business. Were you the one, John, that commented? Somebody commented today and said the offense is going to be different for Joe. The game plan is going to be different. It's not going to be – I don't remember who commented. It might have been you, might have been somebody else. It's going to be a different offense. And I think you saw that even in the Clemson game. They utilized the middle of the field a whole lot more, and that's where Joe shines, man. Those crossing routes, deep crossing routes, when he can freaking just let it loose, just rip it. You don't have to put touch on it. Here's a guy crossing the field. He's got a step, just freaking rip it. And that's where Joe really shines.
Yeah.
Pregame, before the game started the other day, whenever I was watching, whenever they had all the quarterbacks at the goal line and they're throwing about 10 yards out and such like that, Joe was stepped back about 6 steps or so behind everybody else throwing, because it was just, nobody else could really keep up with how fast he was throwing it to them. I mean, man, that ball's pretty coming out of his hand. It is so pretty.
I'd like to see how far he can really throw it.
I could have swore I heard them say when we were played that last night. Did I hear them say that they asked how far he can throw it, and I heard 95 somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good God.
But I just wonder if that's legit,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's saying.
I mean, he can throw 65 yards effortlessly. Looks like he's just tossing it. So maybe with a crow hop.
Yeah. On a good windy day.
I'll save that question for later. I just put the link out for Talkin VAWLS Faithful and higher. The next step is everybody that's a member of the channel gets the link, and then the back room will be flooded with people, and we'll have everybody on here. So we'll talk about the orange and white game when we get a few more people on here. Let's roll through the rest of the rankings. Of course, you got Oklahoma at number 11, Penn State at number 10, Notre Dame at number 9, Clemson again. And I think this is making people mad, but something I'm going to stick to my guns because I said it before when we were talking about rankings last year. What Tennessee did in 2022 doesn't mean squat in a 2023 preseason poll. It's all about your roster, who you're returning, your talent. So I don't care if they rank Clemson higher. I just think Tennessee is top 10. They're top 10. I think they deserve to be top 10 with the talent that they're returning, with Josh Heupel's coaching ability. I think that's something too. You got to look at history. Like, everybody's worried about Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman. And Cedric Tillman was great 2 years ago. And he got banged up and that sucked, but he was hurt and he was out most of the year. Cedric Tillman you're really not losing anything from the number 1 scoring offense in the country with Cedric Tillman leaving for the NFL. You're really not losing a lot there.
In the orange and white game, most of the starters didn't even play.
Yeah, all of them were out.
Yeah, we didn't get to see hardly anybody.
Which brought up an interesting question because there were 4 guys were out. You're 4 that you're penciled in for starter. We'll see who the starting 3 are. And you only had 3 scholarship wide receivers on the field. Everybody else was a walk-on. So does Tennessee look to add a wide receiver in the portal? I would have said no. VolQuest is saying wide receiver. If the right guy comes up, they're adding a wide receiver via the portal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 31, I forget his name, but he'd gotten on the team 2 days before. Caught a pass.
He wasn't even on the roster. It's like,
But man, I mean, they did great for what they had, what they played with.
Yeah, and that's you got to keep in mind too when we start talking about the orange and white game. But I think it's worth noting. I don't care if Clemson's ranked higher, but I think Tennessee belongs in the top 10. USC at 7, Michigan at 6. No surprise there. Texas. Everybody was harassing me about Arch Manning and his spring game. I know you were one of them. Everybody, you know how many people sent me that clip, and
I don't doubt it.
it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate you guys sending me stuff because half the time I make videos off of the stuff that you guys send me. But I feel like everybody's like, "Oh, Arch sucks. Nico's the man." Like Arch Manning has so much football in front of him. You know, he's going to be just fine. He's going to develop. He'll play. People are talking about him transfer. I think the guy in the video, I think, brought up him entering the portal and all this nonsense. I'm like, no, he's gonna play. He's gonna be fine. But yeah, not the start that I think Texas fans were looking for. LSU at number 4, that surprises me. I think they'll be good. I don't know that they're top 5. Georgia number 3. Are you surprised by this? Georgia at 3, Alabama at 2. Like that top 4 is very like Ohio State. Fine, I'm fine with that. Alabama number 2, but Georgia number 3. Like when was the last time? And John, I know you hate Georgia as much as I do, but when's the last time that a team three-peated? It goes back forever. I can't remember the date. It's an eternity.
Yeah. I can't remember either. Hasn't happened in my lifetime.
You're afraid it's going to happen, though, aren't you?
Oh, God, that would be terrible. I may move somewhere. I may move to Alabama. Oh.
What's up, Matt Zimmerman? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you, Boogie.
Now let's play the game. Is this your first time on a fan call-in?
It is.
I thought so. Take your phone and turn it sideways. And I'm not going to do the Rock's catchphrase, but now we're cooking with gas. Look at that beautiful wide panoramic view. What's going on, Matt? Good to have you on, buddy. You're here. You're in every chat. You're in every comment section. You're always here. Good to have you on, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's
I missed the last that was coming in. I missed the last little bit that was coming in.
We watched videos of Jeremy Pruitt arriving in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
we watched. Oh, then that's it. That's pretty much that's it. We did that. We talked about some rankings, but I want to get into the orange and white game. That's the whole theme of the fan call-in show. So, Matt, what were your overall thoughts? Orange and white game, and yeah, it's a spring scrimmage. It's not the end of the world. We had a bunch of people out, but as you watched it, what'd you think?
I thought we looked competitive for the players that were in there. I know a lot of starters and everybody was out, but I'm not worried. With Heupel, I really think his record shows we're going to be even better this year. I really believe that. John,
what'd you think?
The orange and white game?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading Wayne's comment. I thought it went well. I mean, look, Moore played with the second team and third team string. I mean, he looked pretty good. If Nico's not ready, throw him in. Hopefully he won't have to. Hopefully Joe will be the guy and remain the guy. But, at least we're not concerned of who our third string quarterback's going to be.
I wonder if Gaston Moore will be QB. I wonder if he is QB2. I think Nico's QB2, but I wonder if, let's say Virginia game, Joe goes down. I wonder if Gaston Moore would come in. And, we call him a walk-on. He ain't a walk-on. Wink, wink. Yeah. He was one of the ones that was brought in when Spire when you had Jackson Hanna, Navy Schuler. You had all these 3-star guys coming in as walk-ons. When Tennessee is self-reporting violations and they're reducing scholarships, and it's like, come on now. Look at this guy. I mean, come on. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Ow! This dude's on vacation with his wife, and he still pops in to do a little work. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, drop in the comments right now. How long can I talk football without my wife divorcing me?
5 minutes.
I'm going to say she'll allow you to stay on the entire show is what I'm going to say.
Give her your credit card and let her go shopping.
Yeah, I hope she's not listening out there right now. That could be problems, right?
Is that what she's out by the pool and you're like, oh, I think my stomach's hurting, and you're like,
she's
I ate too much for swimming.
Yeah, I think she's like in a hammock, passed out somewhere. I don't know.
It's a rough life down there in Mexico.
Hold your camera up at an angle so we can watch out for you.
Yeah, right.
Who do you?
Watch out, she's coming.
Well, I appreciate you jumping on, Coach Jay. I didn't even harass you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi.
I'm not going to bother the man. What did you've watched the orange and white game, I'm assuming?
I did. Yeah, I did watch it. What were my thoughts?
Let's talk about quarterbacks, because So many people leaving comments saying Joe's not the guy. Based off of the orange and white game, Joe's not the guy. We're playing Nico. I thought Joe played a good orange and white game. I thought Nico looked good.
Yeah, I thought they both looked good. I mean, it was so vanilla. It was just so dang vanilla, and I think they let the offense go fast, maybe twice in the game, something like that, and run at their tempo. And that offense is just so heavily predicated on that tempo that and as vanilla as it is, it just gives the defense so many advantages. But I thought we looked tighter in the secondary, so that was kind of nice to see. I thought Nico played well. I thought that he did a lot with less in that game. The guys he was throwing to, a bunch of walk-ons most of the time. Other than our new tight end, who, if he can stay healthy, is going to be a good one, huh, guys?
Oh man, he looks so good. Ethan Davis looked good. What's up, Gary? Good to have you on the show, buddy.
Yeah,
not much, man.
Yeah, but no, I thought they looked good. I just thought it was super vanilla, and I thought Heupel was like, "Yeah, I prefer not having to do this, and let's just get in and out of here. I know what I got, and let's pack it up early, and let's try to keep everyone healthy." And that's kind of what I thought we saw. But nice to see the quarterbacks. I thought they all three played well, and I thought we have a nice option depending on the situation we are in with Gaston Moore as well.
Somebody texted me early in that game, was like, "Man, what do you think?" And I was like, "I think this is the most boring spring game I have ever." I was so, but I thought it picked up kind of in the second quarter a little bit when Nico, hit Ethan Davis and Joe did some things. I thought it picked up. But yeah, you got to realize how like just watch everything that took place. Like the route combinations were very dull and boring. They did a whole lot of just running up the middle. Like it's like Coach Jay said, it's almost like Coach Heupel just wanted to get in and out of there and be done with it. One thing about Gaston Moore, I was talking to somebody in the comments section about this. I think his future may be coaching. I think he may be a graduate assistant. He may wrap up his playing career, be a graduate assistant at Tennessee, and then maybe he's your next Joey Halsley, because he's a guy that was with Heupel at Central Florida, and then he followed him to Tennessee as a walk-on. But I think his future may be in coaching, man. I think he's a guy that realizes, hey, I'm not going to the league. And that's why people are like, why in the world is he staying here and not transferring? I think that's why. I think he wants to continue to learn from Coach Hype, and maybe his future's in coaching.
Could be.
Yeah, absolutely. And Heupel likes to promote from within.
Yep.
Keep guys close to him. So I can 100% see that happening. Sure.
Gary, it doesn't look like you're in the war room. Doesn't look like you've got your bunker set up with breaking news coming in. I figured I should have sent you to Cincinnati and had you sitting there beside Hubs with your headphones on and two monitors, so we could get some breaking news out of Cincinnati.
Dude, I have no clue what's even going on with anything right now. I just decided to pop in.
Guys, is she looking right at me?
Oh, there she is.
Oh boy!
Oh no!
She couldn't see you. She can't see you.
Okay, I'm a ghost. Sorry to interrupt.
Dude, just do this a little bit. You'll be all right.
Abort.
Yeah.
So you at least watched the orange and white game, right, Gary?
Nah, I was busy that day.
Come
Didn't
on.
get a chance to watch.
Well, let me tell you this. Plug. I'm moving forward. I'm pulling the old download the game, upload it onto the channel. I don't make any money off of it, but I think it's a way I could possibly grow the channel. And then for all of you guys that are subscribers, like the content here, if you want to rewatch a game, come here to rewatch it. I'm going to upload every game. It's going to be in a playlist. It's 2023 Vol Football. So I uploaded the orange and white game earlier today. I went in and spliced and edited all the commercials out, so it is commercial free. It's like an hour, maybe right at an hour, maybe an hour and 5 minutes, something like that. All the commercials are gone. So if you want to rewatch it, Gary, if you need to rewatch it, you can go watch it there. Seth,
I've been in the middle of a job change, so I've been more concerned with that, to be honest.
Is that impacting your World of Warcraft playing time?
Dude, I haven't played that in months. Just
Gary, what are you doing with your life? Hold on a second.
Trying to make it better.
Gary,
Trying to make it
look
better.
at me, Gary. Look at me. Look at your camera. It's all gonna look. Gary. I love it. Tennessee JR in the chat says Boogie doing the Lord's work. I try, man. I try to have a good time. Look, I'm not some media dude. I want to come in. I want to laugh. I want to make fun of each other. I want to have a blast and talk Tennessee football with my buddies. That's what this channel is all about. I got to get back to that. You know, I got lost along the way somewhere and thought, man, I got to bring certain people on and do certain things. Screw that. I'm going to dance when the one that brung me, and we're going to hang out and be stupid and goofy and hang out. That's what this channel is all about. That's when I have the most fun, and I think that's when we create the best content. Seth, what else? Any other takeaways from the orange and white game? What'd you think of the young running backs? The defense, man. Just what takeaways?
Okay, so pretty much kind of my biggest takeaways. Bishop, I was really impressed with, our little 3-star running back. Every time he would go down, he was diving forward for that extra 2-3 yards every time. He was patient with his runs, waiting for his blockers to get ahead of him. He never rushed it. I liked that. He was really good there. Selden, he just kind of confirmed everything I thought he was going to be. I know it's just one little spring game, but you give him a little bit of time, some growth, man. On defense, Arian Carter, that's a dog. That's a dog in the making right there. Him and who was the other one who was normally with him, that linebacker?
Was it Herring? Because the top two were out. Was it Elijah Herring?
I think it was Herring. Yeah, Herring was with him too. They were a good little duo. I liked them. One thing that I liked about Carter is that every time anybody made a play, he was up there with them, high fiving or smacking him on the butt. He's going to be a great defensive leader for us, man. Give us a little bit of time, but not this year, but probably next year. Our defensive line is going to be absolutely ridiculous. They looked good the other day. They were moving our offensive line, which kind of scared me a little bit. But next year, they'll be moving everybody, no doubt.
It's so hard watching good on good, right? Because you're like, they're moving the offensive line. Is it because our offensive line sucks? Or is it because the defensive line is a bunch of dogs, man?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
There's for sure dogs on that defensive line. That offensive line, we've got to recruit and get some transfer something. We got to get some help there pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, it spoke volumes to me that they offered the kid in the portal, because that tells me that Andrej Carrick isn't getting it done, because that was the guy that was supposed to come in and play tackle. So when you go into the portal, as soon as it opens and start offering a guard, I don't think Andrej Carrick is playing out the way they wanted him to.
Is that the one from USC you're talking about, or is that
Texas?
Carrick is from Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Hey, guys, this was fun, but I better get out of here and go enjoy myself. You guys have a great night. Go Big Orange.
Y'all have a good time, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Me and Coach Jay got somebody else bounced. John's like, oh, I'm going with him. I'm leaving with him. Me and Coach Jay got a live stream coming up on May the 3rd. We're going to do a live one. Ricky Gibson, Jordan Matthews, Christian Conyer. We're going to break down all three of those. You know, we were trying to iron out schedules, and I was like, Jay, I really just don't want to do anything today. And then that's when I ended up getting sick, and he's busy. He's got football camps. He's got this vacation. I was like, look, we can do whatever we want around here. So we're going to take a few weeks off. We're going to come back in May with a live stream. Another live stream, I think, July the 14th, 4-star running back, Braylon Russell is going to be announcing his commitment. That's a long way away, but July the 14th at 6:30. It's down to Arkansas and Tennessee. He's a stud, man. He's a stud. I'm thinking we're going to live stream that one as well. Wayne says, I don't think it's just at guard because the offer to the tackle from Wyoming. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah. That's that. I think Carrick. I think John Campbell. That's what I talked about in the video. I just don't think the transfers are playing out as the way that Tennessee expected. And then you got what's his name? Can't remember the kid's name. The JUCO transfer. You know, you usually get a JUCO guy. You expect him to come in and do something. I just don't think they're working out. And I think that's why they're going.
Johnson.
Yeah, Larry Johnson III. Yeah. I just don't think those guys are working out. John's out of here. He's like, I lost video. Him and Coach Jay ran off to get into something. I think is what happened.
Johnson, again, during the spring game, he did pretty good. He was moving some guys around. He's definitely strong and big framed. but he don't have hustle. He was giving up after every second and a half. He was done. He just doesn't hit.
That I cannot tolerate.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
tolerate
he
a guy
was-
like JG. Everybody that hates JG.
Yeah.
And I get it. That kid gave every ounce that he had. He gave it all. He gave it all to this university. And I get it. It was frustrating because he wasn't very good. But when people rip him, I'm like, man, just leave the kid alone. He's gone and it's over.
He just wasn't set up for success.
Imagine
There's no way
Jarrett
could have been.
Garantano under Josh Heupel. I think he would have been successful.
Imagine Jarrett Garantano with just consistent coaching.
Yeah. How many offensive coordinators did he have? 4? Didn't he have 4 in 4 years, I think?
It's like 3 or 4, yeah.
I mean, he just had no hope. And I go back to, I've said it a million times on the channel, but his aunt messaged me one time and said, thank you so much for not annihilating Jarrett all the time on your show. She's like, I'm very grateful that you don't just get on here and talk trash. I mean, he's a kid. He's a kid. Peyton's 5 head. Did you upgrade or is this a different Peyton? It's got to be Peyton's 4 head. Don't tell me you upgraded your name to Peyton's 5 head. Look, I saw you on Instagram today busting out those push-ups, Peyton's 5 head, getting swole. Let's see here. The link is out to everybody. Talkin VAWLS. Wayne, get in here and do a little work because the link is out to the cheapskates like you that give $1 a month, Wayne. So you've got the link. It's on the community tab. Get in here and do a little work. We'll continue to talk about the orange and white game. But in all seriousness, I'm grateful to everybody that is a member of this channel. You can do the same. You can hit the join button down below. 99 cents a month. That's it. $1. It's not like, what can you get for $1 in 2023? Pretty much nothing. But you can become a member of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, all kinds of fun stuff, access to the fan call-in shows. Hit the join button down below. Let's get those memberships rolling in. Why is Peyton's 5 head not a member? I'm going to have to call him out and ask him. Wayne dropping a $5 super chat. That's not, there it is. Wayne for 5. Thank you for super chat, buddy. Tip in the tip jar. The entry fee, my man. We appreciate that. Thank you, Wayne. This guy brought me a present to the tailgate that I was not at. And I'm so upset because it's one of my favorite things. Did you already drink it?
It came all the way from Vegas, actually. Yeah.
Okay, tell the story of that. How did it come from Vegas?
I was on vacation last week. You can't get Buffalo Trace in Tennessee. It's very hard.
God, no, you can't.
The third Wednesday of every month, there's certain places you can go and get it. But it's once a month it comes in, and it's about 7 or 8 bottles. So you better be there when the truck arrives, or else it's gone. It's ridiculous. Why is that? I don't understand why it's a thing in Tennessee.
Because there's just a massive there's just a massive bourbon boom right now, and there's no way that these people could have imagined, 10, 12 years ago. Oh yeah, there's going to be a bunch of people that just want to drink bourbon 10 to 12 years.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
So we'll 10 to 12 years from now,
it'll all be cheap.
We'll get some of it. I hate I missed it, man. Did you tailgate with anybody? Did you find anybody Talkin VAWLS people?
No.
Really?
I didn't. And I said that I didn't see any of the shirts either, but a lot of people did. So
I saw one.
But I did get this Hyatt jersey for $75.
Oh, that's clean. That's clean though. It looks good. I like it. Yeah. I like it. Noah James is in the house. Is Noah working? Noah's usually working when he pops in. Yep, Noah's working.
I'm always at work, boys.
It's dedication to come in here, pop in, hang out, and work, and serve people. Right? Man, who else? Matt, you went to the orange and white game.
Hang on, guys. I'm having some.
I did.
How many? You saw a couple of shirts. One shirt.
One, yeah, one. Didn't get a chance to speak to them, but
all right.
I did get in early. Was on the 50-yard line, 9 rows up, resting in the sun, enjoying it.
Was it hot? What was the temperature end up being? Like 70 degrees or something like that?
It was pretty warm.
About 70, 75. It felt great.
Yeah, I was. Somebody asked me, "Oh man, are you glad? Are you sad you missed it?" And I was like, "Well, it's the fourth quarter of a running clock. No, because I don't have to drive home now." And I felt like death, man. If I wasn't contagious, I was planning to come down there, but it's like, it would have been awful. I felt awful.
G10 traffic going out was terrible.
Jesus Christ, dude! Yes.
Did they? I heard that you had to go on the bottom floor and said they had the top entrance closed.
They let you out at the top, but going in, you had to go from the bottom.
Man, it took me an hour to get out of that parking garage. I sat still for like 45 minutes.
Yep.
That was insane.
That's the way usually most of the parking garages are. I used to tailgate at the Baptist Hospital parking garage, which is right behind the strip, and we would park at the top so you can look out over the strip, and we would grill out and everything. Great environment to tailgate. And then when the game's over, you have to go down to the bottom, and then you're there for 2 hours at least before you can get out of that parking garage. It's a nightmare, absolute nightmare. Sunshine Ball, what'd you think of the orange and white game? Overall thoughts?
It went by too quick. First of all,
that second half running clock ends the game real quick.
It's the only college game I've ever been to that only lasted about an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it was impressive.
I uploaded it today so people could watch it and cut out the commercials. It was like an hour and 5 minutes or less.
I believe it.
Of actual football. So,
main thing, still loving Bazooka Joe. In warm-ups, he hit every single one. I think there was one drop, but he hit him right on the numbers. He should have caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one to Chaz Nimrod that was a little low that was dropped. There were two that were right in the numbers that were dropped. And, I mean, I said it in the video that I put out. He could have realistically only had one incompletion on the day. And people are telling me that he has accuracy issues after watching the orange and white game. And I'm like, what are you watching? Like, I keep saying, if you want to argue, I love to argue. It's fine, but give me facts. And they're just like, Joe Milton sucks.
If it would have,
okay,
was it Davis or Warren, the tight end that he threw to, that he overthrew? It was like the first throw.
Jacob Warren. It was Jacob Warren.
Jacob Warren.
That was his one really bad throw.
If it would have been a wide receiver with just a tad bit more speed, that would have been a catch, basket catch. I mean, that would have been there.
Yeah. There was that one, and then there was one that Danico Slaughter made a really good play on. They're making a play.
Yeah, that was the only one where, like, it just was not. The defense has made a really great play on that one there,
which I'm fine with. It's kind of the same as on the top and talk at the same time. It's the same as the interception that Gaston Moore threw. That's a great play by Christian Conyer to get a hand in there, break it up, tip drill. Cam Miller comes down with it. I got no problem with that. What you guys, Matt? What do you think of the defense overall?
I think we got some defensive backs now. I mean, I know they went up against first string competition in the orange and white game, but I definitely think we got some players.
I wonder how soon they can contribute or how soon they'll be because Willie Martinez has a track record of going with veterans and guys that he's comfortable with. But I think I'm with you. I think Christian Conyer, Jordan Matthews, Ricky Gibson, I think those dudes, I think there's some dogs. I think, and again, you continue to recruit, you get some more defensive backs in 2024, then all of a sudden, man, that depth is there and it's go time. When that defense becomes top 25, top 15 with Josh Heupel's offense, that's when you make some noise.
Well, I think better. What we got coming back, I think, is going to be better than it was last year. So
yeah, defensively especially.
All right, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody. It's been a while since I've been on here, but I'm gonna head out.
Appreciate it, Gary. Have a good night, buddy.
I'll see you.
One thing that I really liked was that whenever we'd go from first team defense to second team defense, you wouldn't really see a whole big of a drop off. And we were missing a few of our main defensive guys, returners from last year. I mean, Beasley wasn't there, and he's going to be the heartbeat.
Beasley and Peely both were out. I mean, that's your starting linebacker.
And I haven't seen any of Peely. I don't have an opinion. I haven't seen him. But I was really hoping to see him, though. Yeah, again,
Ron looked very solid. I mean, there would have been several sacks.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I forgot that she said this. Crystal Majestic For $50, that ain't cheap. When you drop a 50 spot, you got to play the clip. Sunshine Ball's like, dang it, that's a freaking bottle of bourbon I could have bought. Hey, we'll play the clip.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
Crystal, for $50, that is not cheap. Says, woman of my word, $50 the next time Sunshine is on. Tell them the good news. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a little Sunshine Pumper on the way.
No, we got engaged at the Grand Canyon.
That's great, man. Congratulations. Do it in order. Do it the right way. Do it in order. You're doing it in order. No, seriously, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Man, I enjoy having you on the show. Like, what was the last time you were on? The first time you were on?
Yeah, it was.
I love it. I love it, man. I'm looking for, like, I like when people come on and just have a good time like this dude. B.S. Osborne comes on. Now, Mr. Osborne, let's see if we can turn your phone sideways and see. Now we're cooking with gas because the chat loves this dude. This dude comes on and tells stories, and he's like, I'm talking too much. And the chat loves it. So I'm excited to have you in here. Once again, thank you to Crystal for $50. That is not cheap. I will update the leaderboard and get her name on there. B.S. Osborne, did you watch the Orange and White game, and what did you think?
Yes. Can you hear me, Boogie? Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. We got you.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Thank you. Yes, fellow Vol fans and gentlemen, whatnot. Yes, I did watch some of it, and I would say, and I will draw from the past, this team right now is kind of so far reminding me of the 83 or 84 team. So the reason I say that, Bino Cook had us ranked number 1 in the Sport magazine poll in 1983 preseason. And we wound up finishing 9-3. I think we've got a 9-3 right now potential. I liked our quarterbacks. I think it's Sethinator, if I'm not mistaken, sir. I agree with I liked our defense a lot. And I think I don't want to be well, you know what? I don't mind being. I just feel like that this is going to be an exciting year. Last year was exciting. I was glad to see it, especially for younger Tennessee fans that really hadn't really experienced anything such as that. And I'm not even talking about 98. I'm talking about even before all that.
Double digit wins. Digit wins.
Yeah. And I really feel like that we should have a good football team. I've already talked to some guys down here in my local area. We've got South Carolina circled not because we consider them equal, but only because a buddy of mine down here in the Cleveland area went to that game. And, so he's in my age bracket. So anyway, he came up to me and said afterwards that I needed to be in Knoxville for that game. I'll just leave it at that because he was he didn't like the South Carolina fans that much. He doesn't mind losing, but it was just the way that they came off. But it's kind of like if you go to a Georgia game down there, they're a bunch of
what are they? Tell me what they are. Tell me.
Well, I've always said Alabama, Georgia, and Auburn is the inbred trinity. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Wait. What do you think of Georgia?
I've always said Alabama, Georgia, and Auburn is the inbred trinity.
But let's talk more specifically about Georgia. What do you think about Georgia? I don't believe there are good people that pull for Georgia. I think they're all terrible, ugly, disgusting human beings. I think it's just that no, there are no good Georgia fans, Eric. There are none. I thought I would maybe let you know how I felt about it.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. One of my really good friends here in Cleveland, so I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee. They went down there to Georgia. It's been more than 20 years ago for sure. It might have been the national title year for the 98. But anyway, he came back and said, I should never go there because I'd automatically be thrown in jail. So,
I couldn't go there. There's no way. I could never go to Georgia. I could never go. I don't think I could watch a road game. People like to say, I like to go see the stadiums and all this, this and that. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could go to a road game. Let me add a couple of guys here. We got a couple of more guys in the back. Let's see. We got Tyler Pollock. We got Prince Buck in the house. And welcome to the show, fellas. Let me read this comment, and we'll get everybody's opinion on it. Russell Moorfield says, when do you think, as a fan base, we will wake up to no BVS, battered ball syndrome? What's got to happen to make you feel like we belong at the top again? And, I kept preaching that last year, saying that Josh Heupel was the cure to battered ball syndrome. And I still wake up every day and I get on the internet and I yell into a microphone and I tell you guys how great Joe Milton is. And then I shut off the camera, I shut off the microphone, and I go sit in my recliner and I go, please, dear Lord, baby Jesus, let Joe Milton be good, because I don't know that he will be the guy that I think that he is. So battered ball syndrome is real. Prince Buck, welcome to the show. Tyler, welcome to the show. We'll start with you, Prince Buck. What do you think? Battered ball syndrome. What's the cure? When does it go away, or does it ever?
Boogie, I got a good answer for this. After Gassmore leads us to a national championship and wins the Heisman, followed by Nico Iamaleava in the same campaign next season. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I think we're about 3 years away.
3 years away from a loss of battered ball syndrome? God, that scares me to death.
Well, and that's just being a realist, because I don't it'd be awesome to see if Nico could.
I agree with Mr. Starnes right there. Yeah. So
what do you say?
we are where we need to be.
But
we're getting better.
We do belong at the top. But the question is, when you lay down at night and your head hits the pillow and you're not talking to anybody, it's just you and your own thoughts. Like when you watch a Tennessee, like the Florida game is perfect example last year. The Florida game. How many people in his fan base went, here we go again? And then the orange and white game, which means nothing. It means nothing, absolutely nothing. Joe Milton overthrows Jacob Warren on the first play. Big Ball Daddy's texting me going, I'm so pissed off I can't see straight. How are you? I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm laughing and throwing my hands up in the air saying, here we go again. That's all battered ball syndrome, Tyler. When does it go away? You think 3 years, or can we get there sooner?
I mean, ever get away. Fans are fanatics, as long as social media is around, always a little bit of negativity. But I think if Josh Heupel straighten up Joe Milton, which he's done all right as backup and everything. I think we still got a little bit of BVS from 2021, all overthrows and stuff. And then, like you said, coming out in the spring game, first throw was an open. I think this year, and at least gets us 10 wins. I think it kind of proof in the pudding there that Josh Heupel can get it going with just about anyone he puts in that quarterback room. I think as long as we got a good quarterback and good quarterback play, we're always going to be in a good spot. So,
yeah, I think if 9-3, if we come out 9-3, I think I would be comfortable. Wayne with a good point. Depends on recruiting. That's it. You got to continue to win on the recruiting trail. Let me get this guy in the house. What's up, Wade? What's going on, my man? This dude has Talkin VAWLS logo tattooed on himself. Show the people, Wade. Show them how dedicated you are. Look at that. You can't pay $1. You can't pay $1 a month to become a member, and Wayne's got the logo tattooed. Wayne. I called him Wayne. I just said Wayne's always on my mind because he won't get in here and do a little work. Wade's in here working, and Wayne is just sitting back, probably smoking a cigarette and just watching the show. It's okay. I love you anyway. Wayne. Chris Simpson becomes a member of the channel. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Austin Ayers, thank you as well for becoming a member of the channel. We got to get these memberships rolling in. Look, coffee ain't cheap. I can't afford coffee right now. We need more members coming in. It's $1 a month. We got to get those things rolling in, man. And you guys seeing how much fun we have with the members of the channel. We do these every week during the season, and then I try to throw in some in the off season, let you guys come on, take over the show, give your opinion, because that's what it's about. I can't sit here and see for the fans by the fans and not let you guys come on and talk. Let's see, Wade, what'd you think of the orange and white game? But did you actually go down? Did you watch it? Were you in?
No, I live in Mississippi, so it was a little hard for me to get up.
So did you hang out with Lane Kiffin and watch it?
No, he wouldn't invite me over.
Oh.
I had too much mustard or something. I like mustard on my hot dogs.
I was parked behind a Virginia car. People came from Virginia.
Did they have the air in their tires to get home afterwards?
I didn't look for that.
Wade, what did you think of the orange and white game? Just top to bottom, what shined, what looked bad? Any concerns, or everything looked right on par for the course?
I don't put much on it. It's a spring game, so a lot of guys were out. First team was out a lot, so I don't put too much on it. I feel like they looked good. They're not going to come out and show the whole playbook. Just going to play it safe and be vanilla both sides of the ball. I like what the defense done, especially the young guys. They really showed a lot. And I met John Slaughter at the Mississippi Alabama All-Stars game. That kid's good, man. He reads the quarterback's eyes a lot. So I think he's going to be a real good DB in the future. He's a real nice kid, too. We talked for a while. But, he's going to be a star. Christian Conyer is going to be a star. Ricky Gibson's going to be a star. They just need time to sit back and learn, play some special teams this year. And who knows, they might come in and surprise us and play more than what we think they are. But we all know how Willie is. He likes the old heads. But I'm with you. If these young guys need to start pushing these old guys. And I think just from watching the spring game and watching these young guys play, the old heads should pay attention and get right, or they're going to lose their spot.
I was talking to Nelson in Jackson. Anybody that's on Twitter, you probably know Nelson. The dude's everybody on all Twitter knows who he is. He's been on the fan call-ins before. He's been on the show a couple of times. Good dude. We were talking about the portal, and I said, who do you think's going in? Because I think some guys are on the way out. Josh Heupel, you guys know what he does. He sits down. He has player meetings after the spring game. That's happening sometime this week. I was wondering if it maybe happened today. It could happen tomorrow. We'll see. But he always sits down and he has those conversations, and then that's when guys hit the portal. And he said he thinks Warren Burrell's going to hit the portal. He thinks some of the young kids are going to pass him by. I think Gabe Jeudy-Lally is going to be a starter at corner. So does Danico Slaughter lock up a corner position? What does that look like? I think it'll be interesting to follow. Maybe those conversations happen tomorrow. Matt Zimmerman for 10. Matt Zimmerman was here. He was on the show. He could say whatever he wanted to say, and he left. And now he's going to pay $10 to voice his opinion. But I appreciate that, Matt. Appreciate that super chat. Smash that like button and join the channel. Go Big Orange. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that super chat, buddy. That's good advice. Join the channel. $1 a month. That's all you got to pay is $1 a month. Prince Buck, what do you think about the portal? Do you think anybody on Tennessee is going to be hitting the portal? And then flip side, is there any position group you think we need to target in the portal after this next rotation coming out of the spring game?
Offensive line is kind of scary. With the whole Ethan Davis will bounce back, but he's a freshman, and thank goodness for Jacob Warren. I'm not sure on McCallum Castle yet, but I think the tight end, the offensive line is probably the scariest point. I think we have a good secondary. A lot of people think about last season getting burned on big plays, but when you're on the field as much as what the defense was, you're bound to give up those big plays. So I really think that the secondary is going to be okay. I think hopefully this year, isn't this a contract year for Willie?
He was the only one that did not get an extension. What was it? Did he get a raise but not an extension? Isn't that what happened?
He got a raise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got a raise
but not an extension.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah. And I think that's a message.
Yeah,
I think
in a way that means it is a contract year. In a way,
yeah.
Think about it.
Isn't this his third time at Tennessee? I think. Willie
Is it his
Martinez.
first time? At least second.
Second
Yeah,
for sure.
second time.
So I think he's a very good recruiter. I like him as a person. I'm not trying to stir up a hornet's nest. I'm just saying that, I do think the Georgia Tech transfer, and I can't remember his name. I'm getting a little bit old now. The one that played safety against Clemson.
Wesley
What was
Walker.
that young man's name? I think he should
Wesley
start at
Walker's
safety.
he's probably going to start at strong safety.
Yeah. I just think that maybe that they need to actually think about Martinez needs to deliver, is what I'm saying with his coaching, in my opinion. Just like I have to deliver results on my job. So
I want to
At
look
least
at
a drastic improvement, a drastic improvement to just stretch out into next year when some of these guys that he's actually recruited come in and start, developing under him.
right. I'm not
let's
saying I don't say terminate him. I'm just saying I'd like to see improvement. I think the defense is going to be better. I really do. I'm excited about that. I'm worried. The only thing I'm maybe concerned, and I want you to get and Boogie, hey, I know I haven't. I really appreciate you. I get a lot of information. I come here every day. I just thank you for wanting to do this. I really mean that. Thank you for letting an old Tennessee fan get on here. But I do think the only thing I'm worried about is maybe the offensive line a little bit. But you know what? I think it'll all get sorted out, and I still think we're really going to have a good football team. So I'm Tennessee born, Tennessee bred, and when I die, I'm going to be Tennessee dead. Go Vols, and thank you, Boogie. I'm going to let some of the young people get on here. Thank
All
you,
right, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Always a pleasure, buddy.
See y'all tomorrow.
I was just Googling because one of the conversations that comes up with Willie Martinez is about the people that he puts in the league. He's got a resume. He's put so many people in the league. So I Googled it. Comes up 14 years of SEC experience. This is when he was hired back to Tennessee. So you can update the numbers, but this is from 2021. 14 years of SEC experience, placed a number of players into the NFL. He coached 16 NFL players at Georgia. And then it goes on to say Martinez also coached 5 future NFL players at Auburn. And then it talks about him putting Cam Sutton into the league. So is it Willie Martinez player development, or is it the fact that he's got a freaking roster full of ridiculous talent that's going to the NFL, whether Willie Martinez is coaching them or Boogie Bentley's coaching them? You know what I mean? They're NFL dudes when they came to Georgia. So that's the question with Willie Martinez. Does he really develop talent? I don't know.
Well, I feel like we're saying the same stuff now in our defensive backs as we were his first time he was here.
Yeah, back under Butch.
Yeah. So I mean, and Butch was a great recruiter. However you want to say it, he was a great recruiter, talent wise.
He sure could
chased
sell
5
those
stars.
cars.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was. A used car salesman, and he chased 5 stars, and he never developed any talent. That's what excites me about Heupel. They develop talent, man, and they evaluate well. I wish I had this. I don't have the screen capture. I had screen captured. Somebody posted on VolQuest, and it was like 4 or 5 guys that Tennessee had offered and recruited, and they were 3 stars and ended up being 5 stars. It was David Hobbs was one. I know that Nathan Laycock was obviously a 3-star, and then he blew up, and there was somebody else. I think Tyree West was pretty lowly ranked. Is that a sentence? But I think that the way they evaluate and develop talent, can't complain about it.
I think it'll be here because this will be really I think first been pretty short-handed back there come springtime, so I think there's a lot of missed opportunities for development. If they come and struggle, then there's not really much excuse for that.
When I think Heupel's a no-nonsense guy. If Willie Martinez isn't getting it done, I think he'll move on. I think he will move on. And, I think it was Prince Buck brought it up that it's very interesting that Willie Martinez got a raise, but not an extension. That says, all right, here's a little cash. We're not necessarily sold on you as our corner. Like, he doesn't even coach the safeties, just the corners. Tim Banks coaches the safeties.
I look at it as they said, look, we're going to do our part. We're going to give you the money. Now you got to do your part. If he doesn't hold his end of the bargain, then it looks like we're going to go shopping.
But who pulled in Christian Conyer, the one of the top ranked players in Kentucky? Who Jordan Matthews? That Jordan Matthews recruiting win was huge, and then Ricky Gibson. Those are 3 legitimate dudes at corner that Willie Martinez landed. So if you question his recruiting ability, he got it done. What's up, Kenny? Welcome to the stream, my man.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, is this phone one of those weird ones that won't adjust?
No.
Turn your phone sideways.
I keep turning it's messing up. I might have to get out and get back in.
No, it's all good. You're all good. You're all good. What's up, buddy? What did you think of the orange and white game? What were your takeaways?
Extremely vanilla. I just, was saying that, Milton didn't play well. You already know my opinion on Milton. But I don't see how you can say that. No one really got into any rhythm whatsoever. I mean, they're constantly switching guys out. They're throwing to walk-ons and freshmen. I mean, it's just you can't say that someone didn't do well when you can't even pick up your rhythm, what you're used to. But, for the game, for what it was, I mean, it was fun to watch. It's good to see everyone out there again. That's what I enjoyed.
B.S. Osborne, again, another guy that was just on the channel and could have said anything he wanted to say. Leaves and drops a super chat, but I appreciate that. B.S. Osborne says, for 5, once again, thank you, Boogie, for this channel, sir. GBO, and God bless, sir. Guys, it's always weird when you thank me because I wake up every day to a job that I absolutely love. I love to talk on YouTube, and because of you guys, because of super chats like that, because of memberships, everybody on this panel is paying me monthly, whether it's $1, $10, $25, $35, whatever. Like, it's always weird when you guys thank me because I should be thanking you more. It's why, at the end of my videos, when I say my little spiel of without you guys, I couldn't do this. It's the truth. It is the truth. I was waking up every day, working a 9 to 5, absolutely miserable, hated my job, hated the majority of my day. And now I get to come on here and talk Tennessee football for a living. Like, don't thank me, man. You don't have to thank me. Thank you guys, like, for real. And that's why I try to give you guys a voice. I try to make this channel different and unique and not the same old BS media of sitting in a freaking hotel lobby stalking people. Like, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to laugh at that and have fun with that and make fun of that. That's and God bless Brent Hubbs, man. They're the best of the best. I love their coverage. I've been a subscriber for years, but some people don't get it. They don't get it. So thank you, B.S. Osborne, and everybody else in the chat. Wade's back. Let's see. I don't even know where to go. I got completely derailed. Somebody grab the bull by the horns. Tyler's got something to say. What's up?
What I want to say?
Oh, he has something to say, and then he goes completely muted.
Oh.
We can't hear. Try it again.
Hang on. Hear me?
Yeah, it's like cutting in and out.
Might be your internet.
All right.
All right. Tyler's
don't judge me, fellas. I'm finishing this one off before it's an Anheuser product, but I gotta finish those off. I'm going to Yingling after I finish this. Trust me.
Wait, isn't Yingling also Anheuser-Busch?
No,
it is not.
No,
you only have Yingling and Sam Adams that are really left that haven't switched over.
Dude, every company in America is going woke. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, to me, if the chicken tastes good, if the beer is cold, enjoy what you enjoy, because every company in America is going down that road. There's nothing.
Because let me tell you, I'm getting tired of switching beers.
Yeah,
I switched to Miller Lite because last year, and then I went to Bud Light and Busch Light, and then this happens, and now I'm at Yingling. I mean, I'm like, golly, man.
You switched to Miller Lite. You might as well drink water.
Well, that was my first beer was Miller Lite. It tastes more like
okay.
horse piss to me, So that's what I figured it tastes like. And then Bud Light, and then Busch Light. Now it's at Yingling.
I try
Y'all
not to
hear
go
me?
What
down
are they
this-
going?
Yeah, we
What
got
are
you.
they going
man.
to serve at the stadium?
They had everything.
Hmm.
Well, no,
I don't
I
think they
saw
serve
something.
Bud Light anymore. Yeah, Michelob
I
and
saw
Bud Light are
something.
gone.
Yeah,
Or that, or someone's brought something in. I saw plenty of people around me that had Bud Lights.
Maybe
we
they
can
still
start
have
our own
stock.
Talkin
maybe.
Balls beer.
For the
There you
fans,
go.
by the fans. No
See,
agenda.
that's what I'm talking about.
No
freaking-
agenda.
No
Except for
agenda.
Go Balls.
Yeah. Good Lord have mercy. What is wrong? Like,
Orange beer.
okay, I can't. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Do you understand
I'll
your
take out.
target audience? Do you understand your target audience? What are you doing, Bud Light? Come on.
Just
Lord have
don't
mercy.
push it down people's throats. That's all we ask.
Yes.
Believe what you want to believe. Just don't push it down everyone's throats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Just don't
Yep.
force me to believe what you believe.
Exactly.
That's all I ask.
Tyler, what do you have, man?
Can you hear me fine now?
Thank you, Prince Buck, for getting us back on track. Yeah, go ahead, Tyler.
All right. Yeah, I just had disconnect from my apartment's Wi-Fi. It's kind of laggy. I was gonna say, man, I've never been on one of these live streams before. I'm kind of camera shy a little bit, so I kind of get off track of what I'm talking about at times. But
So do I, and I do this for a living. So welcome to the party.
right. Well, you're a lot better at it than me, buddy. Most of you guys on this channel are. But anyway, I was just going to give my take on the spring game. I've been to 3 now. The first one was in 2020 when they had like limited capacity. Then I went and, well, kind of whatever that spring game was in 2021 in Ball Village. But I've been come down. I'm not originally from here. I'm from Ohio. Grew up in a Buckeye household. And
That's where I'm at.
Huh?
I'm a Tennessee fan living in Ohio.
Really? What part?
I'm 30 minutes north of Cincinnati.
I was about an hour north of Cincinnati where I was living. So, yeah, I grew up going to Buckeyes games, a bunch of Big Ten games, and started coming down here to Tennessee, just getting on campus. It all originally started with fishing. I started fishing the Tennessee River. Actually, Bill Dance. I grew up watching Bill Dance.
There you go.
And I always saw his Tennessee cap, always had a Tennessee accent, and I always told myself when I was a kid and I was old enough to drive, I'd start fishing in Tennessee. Well, I did. Once I became 16, I'd tell my parents, like, hey, I'm just going to go stay at a buddy's house for the weekend. Then I'd pack up my car and head down to Knoxville and fish. And that's how it started, man. I started coming down here, going to California, all stuff. I'd walk around, tailgate. Just fell in love with the fan base, the tradition, the collars. I mean, everything about it, man. I love Knoxville. About 3 years ago, I finally got the courage up to move down here, and I fell in love with it ever since. And there's nothing like it.
All right.
They're good fan base. They're just, I don't know. I so many Ohio State where I get into other fans. Tennessee. And like I said, I get off topic a lot, so I'm going to get to the spring game. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like big celebration inside the stadium. Really about a lot of stuff on social.
He got to the good stuff and his mic cut out again. Everything was so clean. And they're like, I'm going to talk about the spring game.
How's it now?
Now you're back.
That was clear.
Better.
It might be because I'm blocking my mic with my hand over here. I'm on my phone, but I was going to say the spring game, it just seemed like a big celebration inside the stadium. And to me, I see a lot of stuff on Facebook and on the internet, people complaining about Milton overthrowing War in the first play of the game, wanting Nico. But inside the stadium, everyone seemed fine. I don't know. The biggest takeaway I saw was Cam Seldon, man. The way that Heupel spreads the defense out, he can get past that first level. No one's catching him. And I feel like a lot of times we had running backs break free first or second level the past couple of years, Jabari Small, whoever, when it ended up getting taken down 20, 30 yards. Like, if you can just go ahead and take that to the house, man, you ain't got to worry about kicking that field goal. But I know that's a lot to ask, but I just Cam Selden really excites me.
I loved Cam Selden. Like, obviously had a ton of hype as an athlete, 4-star. And then when I saw his track video that started surfacing on Twitter, and this is a monster. Like, he is so big, so physical. Like, Seth, I think you sent me a picture of him on the field. I'm like,
yes,
he's a freaking monster. He's huge. He is huge. And then you see this dude on the track, and he's way bigger than everybody else and just destroying them on the track. It's like, all right, this dude has legitimate SEC speed, like Tyler just said, breakaway speed. But what I love more than anything about his touchdown run that he had at the orange and white game was his patience. He was so patient to let the hole form, and then boom, north-south gone. And that safety didn't want to touch him. Safety's like, I'll chill. I'll just relax. Go ahead and have your touchdown, sir. Thank you. Have another. X Factor's here. What is up, X Factor? Sammy P is in the house. X Factor, you're supposed to be hooping it up. What are you doing?
Oh, hey, I just got done hooping. What's up with you guys?
What's going on, X?
What is Sammy P doing? It sounds like Sammy P is taking a shower at the circus.
I'm at work, Boogie. I'm at work. I'm standing in a fan. It's hot out here. No, I ain't in the circus. I'm at the fan.
His connection sounds like it's at the circus.
Yeah, we can't have. I love Sammy P, but we got the circus music and fans. But I'm sorry, I love you, brother, but it was awful connection. What's up, X Factor?
Not much. I said just got done hooping. You know what I'm saying? Just got done winning about 3 games.
Oh yeah, look at this. He's a liar.
Won 2 games of 21. So
here's the story. I will play you 1-on-1 on the channel for $100. I bet I beat you.
I'm down.
I bet.
Are we talking jiu-jitsu or basketball?
Basketball.
Depends on how the first couple of shots go.
I say, look, we playing, regular fouls or prison ball? What we doing?
No, I hate people that play. I hate prison, but like, come on.
Like street
don't
ball.
Don't freaking take my arm off and be like, what, man? What, bro? Like,
right.
you just killed me. So.
Right. Yeah, but anyway, so let me talk a little bit about football since, we're here. The spring game. I hate that me and Boogie couldn't come see you guys. Like, I was really looking forward to it, man. Like, taking pictures with y'all, signing stuff, whatever, But we definitely got to get that rescheduled, man. Of course, it's up to the captain up here, to do that. But yeah, but as far as, like, watching the game itself, man, like, I'm excited for the future, man. I really am. Like, I think the class of 24 and 25 is really going to be, like, our breaking point. Like I say, my thoughts on like the quarterbacks and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna cap. Gaston Moore, he looks solid. He looks pretty solid. I mean, to me personally, I say he looks pretty solid to where he knows the offense so well. I would put him at QB2. I mean, I would, and just have Nico just kind of be like QB3 in a way. But I mean, obviously they're not going to do that because of the NIL deal. But yeah, man, Gaston Moore. I think he's got it. I would have just Joe at the 1, Gaston Moore at the 2, and let Nico just kind of just ride the bench. Like, no disrespect to him at all because, yeah, the kid's a talent. But you can obviously see in that game he's not ready yet. So
you can also change that 4 weeks into the season, right? Like,
I think you can.
Nico starts coming along. You bump him to QB2. Everything is good to go. Let me add Evan Counts to the show. What's up, Evan?
What's up?
What's going on, my friend?
Nothing much.
Hey, let's. I do want to go back to X mentioned a makeup for the Talkin VAWLS tailgate. What would work better for you guys? We did the meet and greet in Johnson City last year. It was a blast, man. We had so much fun in the arcade, hanging out, drinking a few beers, playing some arcade games, just talking, just shooting the bull. We went elsewhere. Things were great. If you were there, you know where we went. Had a good time. But we could do something like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area, right? Because I think that's kind of Tri-Cities meets Knoxville, kind of in the middle. You guys think if we did something there instead of the Tri-Cities, it would have a better turnout? I don't know. If you're watching the replay of this, hit the comment section, let me know. Maybe we can do something in the Pigeon Forge area, whether it be like go have dinner somewhere, an arcade, something. We got to get together.
More of us Georgia boys would be able to make it if it was somewhere close to Pigeon Forge.
A lot of you Georgia boys, like John Hill say, do Chattanooga. I'm like, well, that means I'm getting a hotel. There ain't no way I'm going down and hanging out for like 3 hours and then driving back to Chattanooga.
Right.
Yeah. So I would do it. If we would have a better turnout. I would 100% get a hotel. Me, X, JP, maybe Dauber could all ride down, get a hotel. All four of us split it. And that would be fine or whatever. I don't know. I want to know what you guys want. Pigeon Forge, Chattanooga. We got to make something happen. I don't want to wait till next year's orange and white game. We'll do next year's orange and white game, and I'm sure I'll come down with pneumonia or something and completely derail it because, look, I'm wearing a shirt that says cursed because that's my life. I hate it, man. I was so freaking excited. We promoted that thing for like 2 months, and then it's like the freaking wheels fall off. But all right. Anyway, moving forward, let's get back to some football. Evan, what are your takeaways from the orange and white game, brother? What did you see? What did you like? What did you not like? What were you upset about? What were you pissed off about? What makes you want to fire Josh Heupel today, or promote him and give him $8,000 million?
I didn't get to catch the game. I was turkey hunting, so
bro. I was watching Theo Vaughn turkey hunt while I was sick with strep throat. Man, I look. I'm 41 years old and I've never been hunting. I've shot a lot of rifles. I'm horrible with a pistol, and I'm like, I think I want to hunt. Somebody needs to teach me the way.
Turkey hunting's best, hands down.
Shotgun. I think I could take a shotgun and kill a turkey easily. I think I would have no problem. But I want to stock a freezer with turkey, elk, deer, whatever. I want to be Joe Rogan and Cam Haines. That's what I want to be. But anyway, you derailed me, Evan. You derailed me. Look, anybody that's not seen the orange and white game, I just uploaded it. You can come watch it right here on the channel.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
You didn't watch the orange and white game, Evan. What are you, regardless, excited about, nervous about going into 2023?
I'm just sick and tired of all these Georgia fans down here in Augusta, man.
Wait, say that again. I'm going to need you to say that again.
I am sick and freaking tired of all these Georgia fans everywhere.
What do you think of Georgia fans? What do you think of Georgia fans?
I think they're all terrible, ugly, disgusting people.
I don't believe there are good people that pull for Georgia. I think they're all terrible, ugly, disgusting human beings. I think it's just that no, there are no good Georgia fans, Eric. There are none. I love somebody that hates Georgia as much as I do. So thank you for that, Evan.
But
my hate's towards Florida, so
yeah. Well,
I'm with you,
but man, I found y'all, dude, on the night that Jeremy Pruitt was fired. I got off work about 9:00, and I had heard that Jeremy Pruitt was getting fired, and I was looking anywhere and everywhere for some kind of Tennessee content, coverage, news, whatever. Like I was in the dumps, man. I was done with Tennessee athletics. And then
weren't we all?
I came across Talkin VAWLS. I was like, who the hell is this? I checked them out, and I've been hooked ever since, dude. I watch every show that I can possibly watch. So you guys at Talkin VAWLS, you, Dauber, Indie Kid, like all of y'all just kind of pulled me out of the dumps, man. So I can't thank y'all enough for that. And now we got Josh Heupel, so super excited, man.
And nobody
Can't wait to
expected
tear
it.
Georgia's ass up.
Nobody expected it. It's like when Heupel was hired, we're like, okay,
who the heck is this guy?
You gotta go to Google. We gotta go.
Oh, Central Florida. Oh, they were begging to be co-national champions a few years ago.
Yeah, it was such a rough time. Wade Rouse for 5, and again, somebody that was on the channel could have said whatever he wanted to say, left and said for 5. Thank you for super chat, Wade. Sorry guys, had to bounce. See y'all later. Go Vols. Appreciate the super chat, Wade. Dude, Wade's got the Talkin VAWLS State Pride logo tattooed on his body. I love it. I love it. You guys, X said he hates Florida, and then Wade's got, the State Pride logo tattooed on his arm. I got 2 logos ready to roll out. 2 new designs, 2 new T-shirt designs. Fuga, F-U-G-A, clean and simple, with a State Pride logo underneath it. Gator Hater, you guys asked for it during the NCAA stream Monday night. Give us a Gator Hater shirt. Gator Hater, State Pride shirt, or State Pride logo underneath it. Should I go ahead and roll those out now? You guys want those now, or do you want me to wait till fall? Because I was thinking about waiting until fall.
Wait till fall.
No, we could use this now.
Chris Buck says
We can
now.
hate Florida.
Gator
hate
Hater for
Florida
life.
all year.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Tennessee Junior says love them. Fuga, F-U-G-A. Like me and my
It's way
stepbrother.
more fun. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go. What were you gonna say?
It's way more fun if you roll them out in the fall, to where then we can get them. And like when my brother-in-laws come over, one's a Florida fan, one's a Georgia fan. I can just throw them right on, and that's the way we need to do it. Do it to where it's fresh and no one sees it coming, and then they come out there in the fall.
That's a man that's
Sounds
smart
like
business sense. He's got great business sense. It's like, Boogie, stop being a dumbass. Stop dropping merchandise in April. Let's wait till we get a little closer to the season. Crystal just wants the shirt. She's like, do it now. I want to buy it now. Maybe I should do like some of these YouTubers that know what they're doing with their life. They're like, hey, we got a new merch drop coming your way on this date. Like that's what smart businessmen do. And I'm like, hey guys, when do you want me to drop it? I'll do it right now on a Tuesday, because I'm just an idiot.
Poke me. I want to do something.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I just
It
get on
sounds
here.
like Kenny's got an idea for 2 people Christmas gifts this year.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hey, and also, look, spoiler alert. I think I'm going to bring back Buck Fama. People, dude, Bonfire emails me every couple of weeks and says, people are trying to buy this shirt. The link's gone. You want to bring this shirt back? And I'm like, no, it was a limited edition. And then it's like 2 weeks later, like, hey, Mr. Talkin VAWLS, do you want to bring this shirt back that you made a ton of money on? I'm like, nope, it was a limited edition. Hi, my name is Cynthia from Bonfire. You made a lot of money on this shirt. You want to bring it back? No, I'm good. I think I'm going to bring back Buck Family.
Just throwing money out.
It's like, hey, you want to make money again?
Listen, after tearing down the goalpost last season, why wouldn't you bring back Buck Fama?
I think I'm gonna just listen to the people. Listen
Come
to the
tear down
people.
Alabama's goalpost.
I think I'm gonna bring it back. Brain Chadman is in the house. What's up, my man?
What's happening, guys?
Not a lot.
Y'all hear me?
We're hanging out,
just chilling,
having
man.
a good time. What's going on with you?
Well, I was just hanging out. I got the invite a few minutes ago and thought I'd jump on. I don't even know what we're talking about tonight.
We're talking about the orange and white game spring 23 recap. What were your takeaways from the orange and white game? What are you excited about? What are you concerned about?
Well,
what are you nervous about? What do you think?
We actually went down and we watched from Section BB. It looked pretty good from our view. Little disappointed in concessions. I don't know that anybody wants to hear about that, but
no, it's
it
all
was
good.
god awful. We had to leave early because nobody could eat.
I've heard that Brad, who's a regular listener of the channel, he was like, they got to fix entrance to the stadium and they got to fix concessions. This is a nightmare.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of people were complaining about the free parking as being.
Hold on.
It's pretty bad.
No, he's back.
Bad.
He's back.
It's pretty bad.
Once I saw how much the
Anyway,
food was, I said,
other than
nah.
that, yeah, it was pretty rough. Other than that, it was okay. You have to remember going into that it's very informal. It's not like they're going to go show everything that they're working on. We had a good time.
So what about on the field, football wise, quarterbacks, defensive backs, running backs? What are you excited about? What are you concerned
Lord.
about? Uh-oh. Good Lord. Am I going to argue with somebody?
I think it's all going to be I think it's always going to be, well, where's Joe Milton going to be at come fall? But, you know, he's got a lot of time to make up. He's got a lot of time to learn. He's got a lot of time to practice. Of course, it's going to be exciting to see what he does in the spot. But I don't remember Salcon. What's his name? The third string quarterback. Gaston. I don't remember seeing him ever play any. And me and the wife both kind of looked at each other and we were like, why haven't we seen this kid any? Maybe not necessarily as number one, but we don't even remember him.
Yeah, he was third string.
I don't know.
He got a couple snaps last year.
Yeah, he played a little bit. He threw an interception last year, chucking one into the end zone late in the game.
Gotcha.
So he's good. We were talking about him earlier. He's probably going to be, I think, coach. He's going to be a coach. I think he's going to be a GA. I think he's going to be a Josh Heupel coach. I think that's what his future holds. But he looks good, man. But I keep reminding people that want to say, oh, Gaston Moore, QB1. Harrison Bailey, QB1, spring game. Wink, wink. Pay attention. Pay attention.
I heard that.
Listen to what
I heard
Boogie's
that we were
saying.
looking at another QB, and Harrison was coming back.
You want me to have some fun with that? Everybody wants Boogie. Everybody's like, Boogie, Harrison Bailey's in the portal. What are you going to do? You guys want me to? You guys want me to destroy the poor kid again? I destroyed him his entire career at Tennessee, and people hated me for it. Lord have mercy.
Hey guys, I got to roll out of here. The little guy's getting ready for bed. So, before I go, the boy wanted me to show you a little gift from Hyatt that he gave us.
Love it, man.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Not this past season. We go to we're in Ohio, so we go to one game a year. And Hyatt was super cool, man. He gave the glove to him. He remembered us when we came down for fall camp. But super nice guy, man. Super nice kid. I hope everything best of luck for him in the NFL. So just figured I'd share it. He wanted to show it off, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. It's pretty cool.
Love it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on, man. You are always in the chat and the comments. Appreciate you jumping on and talking some football with us.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good one. Cheers.
See you, brother.
Bleed Orange says, for $5 entry fee, I didn't get the link to get on. Is it possible to receive it? F the haters. The link is on the community tab. So everybody has access to it. Everybody that is a member of the channel has access to it. But we're honestly about to wrap up the show. I didn't know how long we were going to go, an hour, 2 hours, whatever the case may be, but it's been a fun show. We still got 86 people watching. Guys, make sure you do smash the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. But we are going to wrap this thing up. I want to give you a quick rundown of schedule of events coming your way. Don't forget, we're going to do the watch party, and that is the highest tier of membership. It costs a lot of money. Seth is a member of the watch party enthusiast. John is a watch party enthusiast. We are going to watch round 1 of the NFL draft. Xavier's a cheapskate, but I'll let him come on because he's my boy. He's my wingman. So X will probably be on here. We'll see what's going on with the schedule. We're going to watch the NFL draft coming up on next Thursday, 8 p.m. First round. Does Hendon Hooker get drafted? Does Darnell Wright get drafted? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to watch. So we're going to watch the NFL draft live next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. The NCAA streams are being moved to Monday night, 6:30, every single Monday throughout the summer until we get to fall. Once we get to fall, we'll readjust things and do whatever we need to do to figure out where that plugs in. But tons of content coming your way, ton of videos, all kinds of fun stuff. We'll see what next month holds. If we can do some fan call-in shows, we'll do them. I said in July, July is going to be busy, man. A lot of commitments coming up in July. But we're going to wrap this thing up. For the Sethinator, for Sunshine Ball, don't give away my booze. Don't give it away.
It might be dusty.
You save it.
I just want to give a shout out to Xavier, man. Xavier's famous to me, dude. So,
I appreciate that.
To Xavier and Boogie in the morning.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I told Boogie, man. Like I said, I
Yeah,
want to get back onto the morning show with him, but of course, my work schedule is chaotic too. So, but we try to work
I
out things. We try to
understand.
work out some things.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
morning shows coming your way. X is usually an evening show type of guy. But for Seth and Ada, for the Sunshine Ball, for Kenny Davis, for Brain, for Evan, for X Factor, for Tyler, this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie
Rocky
Bentley.
Top, baby.
Go big
Shit.
orange.
That we